Hello everyone, I'm Thomas and welcome to Sodor, where my friends and I work very hard on the railway and be really useful engines. Have you ever wanted to have something and you finally got it, but just not the way you were expecting? Well, that happened to my friend, Warden, one time. There was a news station being built, but he didn't like what he was seeing and wanted a nice view for himself. Let me tell you the story. One morning, Warden was in a very bad mood at the sheds. It was annoying James very much. "Why do you complain all the time?" he asked. "Because I'm a big blue engine, and I know everything," replied Gordon. "You were just a small red engine with ideas about the station." While it felt good to let it all out, Gordon was still in the same mood. "One day I'll show you all what a big engine can really do." Percy was puzzled about what he meant and asked him what big engines do and got a reply he wasn't expecting. Not speaking to silly little green engines for a start, and he left the sheds to find a different place to stay. But later that day, the fat controller came to tell him to test out the news station. Gordon refused to go, but he had no choice and did as he was told. When he was heading towards the station, he was starting to feel sick. His fireman told him his pipes were clogged. He continued heading to the news station. When he got there, he was not pleased to see a blank wall in front of him. What a boring view. An important engine like me should have a panoramic view, where I can see people and people can see me. When it was time to leave, he was very pleased. But on the way back to the sheds, he was starting to slow down and not as fast as he usually goes. He tried to go faster, but then something inside of him broke. He couldn't go any further. When James came to get his coaches, he started teasing him. Well, so much for knowing about anything. You got too puffed up in your boiler, so it served your rate. Gordon was embarrassed and didn't say anything. But when the next day came, Gordon was still boasting as if nothing happened. "I am the finest engine on the island of Sodor. Probably the finest in the world." After the fat controller jumped into his cab, Gordon set off to the news station. On the way to the station, trouble happened again. Neither his driver nor fireman can operate his brakes. It was jammed. Gordon was going too fast and knew what was about to happen, so he closed his eyes and reached for impact. When the fat controller was able to talk to Gordon, he was stern with him. "I know you wanted a panoramic view, but this is not the way to achieve it." "Yes, sir, sorry, so." After Gordon and the station were both fixed, he took the fat controller to the second official opening, and this time he stopped on time. There was a big hole through the wall for him to look through. It was in the shape of him and his funnel toe. The fat controller trusted him for the safety of his own rails. Gordon heartily agreed. And that was the story on how Gordon got what he wanted in the way he didn't expect. Just remember to be careful of what you wish for, because something like that might happen to you. I better get back to work so I can continue being a really useful engine on the island of Sodor. Come back real soon so I can tell you another story that happened. See you later.